Minecraft's newest game drop, the Copper Age, is complete and ready for release, which is likely right around the corner and waiting to have its release date announced at Minecraft Live. So for those of you who haven't been keeping up with each snapshot release, here's everything you can expect in the Copper Age drop in under 5 minutes. If you couldn't already tell by the name, this drop's focus is around bringing new copper-centric features, giving even more value to what in the past many would consider a useless ore. So to start things off, Mojang introduced copper tools and armor, which fits into Minecraft's progression system by adding a tier between iron and leather and stone. This tier of gear is going to be targeted for early game players, as you can find copper on the surface, so you no longer have to go on your first mining trip unprotected. While not something I will personally be using that much, this tier of gear doesn't negatively affect the game and looks cool, so I can't complain. Speaking of copper armor, this drop also brings a new variant of horse protection, being copper horse armor. It functions the same way as all the rest and can be found in chests scattered around structures in your world. Next up, we have the addition of copper nuggets, which similarly to iron nuggets can be used to craft a plethora of new decorative blocks. These blocks include copper lanterns and copper torches, which emit a green flame, serving as a nice counterpart to the blue soul flame torches. I personally can't wait to light up builds with copper lanterns. I also can't forget to mention that the copper lanterns do fully oxidize, so you can have a couple different appearances for them. Copper nuggets can also be used to craft copper chains and bars, which similarly to all the other blocks added, function in the same way their iron counterparts do, except they're made of copper and have the ability to oxidize. It's always cool to get more building blocks, and I've always really liked the chain block, so I'm excited to see what interesting ways people use the copper variant. Speaking of oxidation, the lightning rod has now been updated to oxidize as well. Sticking to the theme of copper, we have probably the most exciting feature for many in this update, being the return of the copper golem. The copper golem is back with a new coat of paint, having a different function than when originally shown off in its mob vote. The copper golem can be crafted by simply just placing a carved pumpkin on top of a copper block, and the copper can be at any stage of oxidation, as the copper golems can oxidize as well. As for its new function, well, it's gonna help you sort through all your items. See, when you craft a copper golem, it also comes with a copper chest, which it will then look inside and take up to 16 of one item and put it in the nearest chest that has the same item in it. So basically you can throw all your junk into the copper chest, and slowly but surely the copper golem will sort it into its respective chest for you. Just keep in mind that the golem can only reach up to 2 blocks tall and has a respective movement radius of 16 blocks vertically and 8 blocks horizontally. The copper golem can be waxed to avoid oxidizing. If you don't, when it fully oxidizes, the copper golem will actually stop moving, and you then have to use your axe on it to get him back to work. On the other hand though, you can also mine the copper golem and get a copper golem statue, which has a variety of different poses you can use for display. And if you want the copper golem statue in a different oxidation state, all you have to do is wax it. Another little fun feature is the copper golem statue can be used with redstone comparators to read the statue's pose, allowing you to make contraptions like a secret door that only opens when the golem has been set to a specific pose. And the last little Easter egg is that the iron golem has a small chance to interact with the copper golem, putting a rose on the top of his head. I am personally so happy to see the copper golem back and can't wait to get my hands on him in my world. Now, the few features in this drop that are unrelated to the copper golem are actually my personal favorites. Well, specifically the new shelf block. The new shelf block is exactly what it sounds like, a shelf, allowing you to display up to 3 items, and if you put 3 shelves side by side, you can quickly swap out your hotbar for the items on the shelf. This block is generally huge for building, as it's the closest thing we have to vertical slabs, and I've already seen people use it to add so many crazy little details to builds that just weren't possible before. While sure, the shelf functionality is cool as well, it's really the building uses that are going to make this block revolutionary. And then outside of the shelf, the 2 other non-copper related features are simply just new dye textures and end flashes. And if you don't know what end flashes are, they're basically just big purple pulses randomly showing up in the sky of the end. There's not much to say here, but yeah, they're kind of cool. I'm pretty indifferent towards these additions. Anyways, that is everything you need to know about Minecraft's next game drop in less than 5 minutes. If you did enjoy this video or find it helpful whatsoever, a like would be greatly appreciated, as well as subscribing, as it ensures you never miss out on another video just like this one, and it's completely free, so it helps me out a lot. Thank you. But that's it, guys. What do you think of this game drop overall? I'm personally a huge fan and can't wait to see it make its way to the game. And with that, I'll catch you in the next one.